Easter is right around the corner. But what does that mean for our pets? Let's investigate. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Holmes and welcome to another episode of Pet Doc Sherlock, where I help people solve the mysteries of pets. And Easter is fast approaching, and along with it comes big dinners with families, dressing up kids in their Easter outfits, dyeing eggs and your fingers, and Easter egg hunts for Easter eggs and some fights over the candy, and especially everybody's favorite Easter candies. But often we don't think about how all these things may or may not affect our pets. So there are some Easter-specific things that we need to watch out for when it comes to our pets. And at the end, we'll talk about some things that can make it fun for your pets as well. So let's talk about some Easter-specific things that can be problematic for our cats and dogs. The first and foremost is Easter comes in the spring, obviously. And with spring comes flowers. And flowers are very common to decorate your home with or to give someone as a gift. But we need to be very cautious when it comes to our cats and flowers. There are a ton of plants that can cause problems for our cats and are toxic to our cats, and lots of cats like to chew on them. The biggest one that comes to mind would be the Easter lily. Obviously, in the name, Easter lily, it makes sense that they are very common to be given during Easter. The problem is it's a lily. All lilies, no matter which one, if a cat chews on the petals, the roots, the leaves, the pollen, it can be toxic. And it can lead to kidney failure. So their kidneys can't handle something that is in the lilies, and they can be hospitalized on fluids and can die after just eating a small amount of a lily, and can even die no matter what your veterinarian tries to do. So keep the lilies away. If you have one or someone gives you one, either give it to somebody else or keep it really high where your cat can't get it. Now, if you're thinking about getting flowers for your home or for a friend's home and they have a cat, there are alternatives you can reach for. There's roses, orchids are now very popular and cat-friendly. African violets, Gerber daisies, and there's others out there. For a comprehensive list, you can visit the ASPCA Toxic Plant Guide, which will be in the description of this video. And it gives a really long list of plants that are toxic, plants that are safe. The easiest way to look is hit Control F so that you can search for the particular plant you're thinking of, because I believe it is sorted by scientific name, which isn't so helpful. But anyway, along with plants during Easter time comes candy. And if you have a sweet tooth like me, you're always in trouble this time of year. Here's looking at you, Cadbury mini eggs. But candy is not so great for our pets, obviously. It's not great for us either, but we don't get sick off of it. The biggest one to be concerned about is chocolate. Now, a small amount of milk chocolate, not gonna hurt your dog. I mean, my parents' dachshund, when I was growing up, got into a bag of Hershey Kisses. I think he ate half of it and he was fine. We were lucky, but it's really the dark chocolate, or say dark chocolate brownies or some kind of dessert that you need to watch out for. Do not feed your pet chocolate directly. But if they get too much chocolate, they can have vomiting, diarrhea. Nobody wants to clean that up during Easter. But they can also get something like neurologic toxicities or pancreatitis, and that can lead to a very expensive and very long hospital stay. That also brings us to a wonderful Easter dinner. People bringing all kinds of food over. Most of what you eat during an Easter dinner is not going to harm your dog or cat specifically, but we don't want everybody in the family feeding the dog or cat from the table, because all of that adds up, and again, you can get pancreatitis. That's inflammation of the pancreas and a hospital stay. Again, you can also get vomiting and diarrhea, which nobody wants to deal with. But the biggest one we need to watch out for is don't give your dog the ham bone to chew on later. One, it's still going to have a lot of salt in it, most likely, and it's got some bone marrow in it, which is also very high in fatty content. But I have personally performed surgery on dogs to remove a ham bone from either their stomach or their small intestine. It can get stuck. We always think, dogs can chew on bones, and that's true, but if they swallow a big enough piece, they can't digest that fast enough, and then it causes major, major problems, and again, a very expensive vet bill. Something that's very Easter specific that your pets also should not ingest is that fake green plasticky grass stuff that's used to stuff Easter baskets or used to decorate your tables. Cats love that. Dogs like it too, but cats love the stringy things. There's a reason you see pictures of cats with a ball of yarn in lots of children's books. They'll chew on yarn, they'll chew on shoelaces, they'll chew on power cords, they'll chew on those little ribbons attached to balloons, and that Easter grass is quite similar. Again, I know of cats who have had to have a surgery to remove that from their stomach or small intestine, and a few dogs. Those are just some highlights of things you want to keep out of reach of your pets, but there's no reason your pets can't still have some fun during Easter. Or you have fun with them at their expense. It's always fun to put some bunny ears on your dog or cat and grab a few pictures. If you get a few pictures of your cat with bunny ears, you're doing something right, because most are going to take those off in a heartbeat. Feel free to fill a plastic Easter egg with some dog treats, hide it in the yard and let your dog find it. Make sure your dog does not eat the plastic egg, but you can be there when he finds it, or she, and open it up, let him eat it. You can also fill an egg with some cat treats, put it in your house, and have your cat try to find it. You can also fill an egg with some catnip and tape it shut. And then you can have your cat bat that around as a toy on the floor. So they can still participate in the fun. And if you want to give them a very small piece of Easter ham, make sure it has no spices on it, well rinsed. That won't cause any harm either, as long as you know that your dog does not already have a sensitive stomach. Hopefully this video is helpful. Hopefully it gave you some pointers on how to keep your dogs and cats happy and safe during Easter. Some fun things you can do with them as well. And until next time, remember to keep your pets happy and healthy.